This is a really important topic to me because I think that everyone knows someone like this. How many of you have a friend who claims to be straight, but is very clearly theater gay? Theater gay, for those of you who don't know, is when you have all of the traits of a homosexual individual, whether you're male or female, typically best displayed by your love of theater, whether it be musical or non, or particularly outrageous music. And people who are theater gay are not actually sexually homosexual, but at the same time they display so many traits of the opposite gender that it's only appropriate to call them this. And I don't mean it in a negative way. All of my theater gay friends are awesome, especially you, and you know who I'm talking to. But I feel like it should be something that is acknowledged, because there are so many of you out there. I feel like if all of the theater gays came out of the woodwork, us regular gays wouldn't have as much to deal with, because it would be more acceptable for people to be into theater and into fashion and into how they look and caring about each other. They display all of the beneficial aspects of being homosexual without all of the negative aspects associated with it. I feel like we should sort of grasp that concept and apply it to ourselves. There are a lot of you out there who are very uncomfortable about the concept of someone being gay at all. And you know what? That's okay. I don't expect you to become open-minded just because you're watching my vlog. But at the same time, put in a little bit of effort to appreciate the differences that we have. It'll make your life easier, and it'll make my life easier. So there. Theater gay. If you don't know someone who is theater gay, and you think that you might be, you are. That's how it works. Your friends will say, oh, that one. That's the one that he's talking about. And yep, that would be you. If you know all the words to any song from a musical, you may be theater gay. And that's not a bad thing. Just take it in. Love it about yourself. It's a really cool trait in my book. For all of you people out there, prom season is upon us. Now, I am 3 years removed from high school, but I still know people who are in high school, and I thought that I would share some mildly entertaining facts about prom from my point of view. Prom is one of the largest wastes of money a person can have. And because of this, I'm not going to tell you not to go to prom, but I am going to tell you to be particularly wary of what it is that you're doing in going to prom. You can have just as much fun and still go if all you spend money on are the tickets and some nicer clothes. I'm not saying that you shouldn't spend any money on your clothing, because I know that you want to look good, but you can look good for very, very cheap right now. It's the economy. You'll be able to tell. You shouldn't be spending as much money as people end up spending on prom. I know that you really want to go in a limo, or a party bus, or a limo bus, or something like that. But most of the time it's not worth it. It's a 20-minute ride, maybe it's an hour ride. What are you gonna do? You sit, and you're paying $300 an hour to sit. Stupid. Make sure that wherever you go for dinner is a place where your date will eat. Because if you have to order $50 meals and your date only eats $3 worth, you're gonna be pissed. And let's talk about the date that we take. You should take someone that you are going to have fun with, not necessarily someone that you're hoping to hook up with. If you manage to find someone who has those traits overlapping, awesome, good for you. But don't take someone just because you're hoping to get into their pants or dress, because you will have a very, very sad time at prom, and you're not that likely to actually get any if that's the case. Please be safe, regardless of what it is that you're doing. Hopefully you're smart enough to go sober and stay sober. Please, please do. I don't want to hear about anything bad happening again. It always happens somewhere, and don't let it happen to San Diego County, or wherever you're watching this from. Yeah, that's basically my tirade about prom. I actually went with my friend Emily, and she's amazing, but yeah, I took her and there didn't seem to be much chemistry, and it turned out that just because I'm gay doesn't mean it's my fault, because, yeah, she's a lesbian. Go figure. something that you can laugh about now, which is cool, but at the same time, kind of explains why nothing really happened. Yeah. There is a cool new card game coming out in August. It's called Ascension, and it is being made by a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering Pro Tour winners, and it looks amazing. For those of you who have played Dominion, or Magic, or both, it's kind of like if you combined those two games into an amazing, cool cardboard baby. It's a really, really fun, fast-paced game that is different every single time you play it. Really, really looking forward to it, so I thought I'd get the word out there. Look it up on Facebook. You can become a fan of it. Sorry, you can like it. I hate that they did away with the fan concept. It makes so much more sense. Ascension, this August, it's gonna be a badass game. Allow me to take a moment here to apologize for attempting to say that Breaking Bad was on TBS. I know, it's on AMC, and some of you, I will say at least 5 of you, pointed that out to me. So, what that means is, TBS desperately needs Conan O'Brien, because all it has right now in original programming is that one show made by Tyler Perry, whose name I can't think of because it's that good of a show, and the George Lopez show. Sure that there's other original programming, but I mean, come on. You'd think I'd be able to think of it if it was any good. So now it's time for some anonymous shoutouts. That's right. Not only is it the next day, but it's daylight. And I'm wearing sunglasses. Let's get to those anonymous shoutouts. Am I a terrible person? Fuck you, Mr. Ferguson. I could really go for some wah cake. Josh Jankowski. He's like Chuck Norris, but less gay. Baby. Oh, baby. Do you want to say hello? Want to say hello? You don't want to say hello? No? No? You're bored. He's bored. Smudge, you're not allowed to be bored. Back to you, me, from last night. Or something. Let's practice a little bit more appreciation. Why don't you find someone that you care for and appreciate and let them know. It'll make your day better, and it'll definitely make their day better. Go for it. Goodbye, internets. Have a great whatever day today is.
Light and day is more than you.
If I look at the camera long enough, they'll go away.